Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Recap, a guy's review. As you all know, I've been following the Rachael Kirkconnell story with Bachelor Nation. She just released her first video statement regarding all of the issues surrounding her, and let's just get right into it and play it. This is a 7.5-minute video of Rachael Kirkconnell, just released this hour, and then after I play this video, we'll briefly discuss what she said, and then maybe in the comments section, let me know what you guys think. Let's get into it.
I just want to come on here and say a few things. You will hear more from me about everything, hopefully sooner than later, but I really just wanted to say that, you know, over the last few weeks, since I put my statement out, I've gotten a lot of messages. I've gotten a lot of people asking me, well, what have you done to change since then? And I've also had a lot of people message me saying that they aren't understanding why people are so upset. But they want to, and they've asked for resources, which I think is great. But then there's also people messaging me saying, you know, you've done nothing wrong, don't listen to people. And I'm tired of getting all of this and not saying anything. And I think that the first big step in all of this is white people stepping up and taking accountability. And you know, things will never change if we don't all work together and, you know, working towards this racial progress and this unity that we want. And I've just been hesitant to post links and books and any resources because I don't want people thinking that, you know, it's performative or it's not something that I don't truly stand by. And I get it. I hear you. There are things out there that completely validate your opinions and your anger towards me. But I've come to realize that sitting aside and hiding in the corner and, you know, avoid being called performative, that doesn't help anyone or anything. And, you know, even if that is what people think when I speak on these subjects of, you know, injustice and racism, you know, that's not what really matters. This entire movement and where we are in this country, it's just so much bigger than this. And I want and need to use my privilege and my platform that I so do not deserve, just to shine a light on these issues and try and do what I can to, you know, take a step in the right direction. And I keep trying to tell myself that this entire experience, what's going on right now, was a blessing in disguise because, you know, maybe it can wake a lot of people up, and maybe it already has started to. And I think one of the most crucial parts to all of this is to talk to each other and to have these conversations, you know, to have these uncomfortable conversations and to learn to unlearn and to do the work. We have so much work to do. So with all of that being said, I am going to post some resources that I have either used or that have been highly recommended to me that I plan on using, because the learning never stops. You know, we all need to continue to educate ourselves. And I think that it's just where everyone needs to start with all of this. One more thing. If you are in my comments or defending me anywhere, telling people that I did nothing wrong, that there's nothing to be hurt about, there's nothing to be angry about or offended about, please stop. That's not our place to tell people what they can and can't be offended about. That's wrong. And that's part of the problem. So please stop saying that I did nothing wrong. That's not true. If you really want to support me, then encourage me to do better, and encourage those around you to do better and to accept change and allow others to learn and grow. Because we need to work together on this if anything is going to change. And if you yourself, you're not understanding this, then go on this journey with me. Just open your heart to learning and to educating yourself on this. I think that I try and understand where the division comes from with this and why it's a controversial issue. And I think so many people think that it's solely a political problem. And it's not. At the end of the day, it's a humanitarian issue. It's how we treat others around us, and it's us learning what we can do to see these unconscious biases and this embedded racism that this country has, and learning how we can help the people of color around us. Our Black family, our Black friends, neighbors, teammates, coworkers, everyone. And again, thank you for holding me accountable. I'm so sorry. I know that doesn't change anything, but like I said in my statement, I just hope I can earn your forgiveness and your grace through my future actions. And I'm done waiting around for the time to speak, and I'm done hiding from all of this. And like I said, I'm going to post some resources on the next few slides, and I'm going to put a link in my bio. And if you're still here listening, thank you. And yeah, you will hear more from me in the future.
Wow, guys. Not the video I was expecting to get tonight, but let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. What do you guys think of this video of her addressing it? I want to be extra clear to let people know, if this is your first time watching me, if you haven't seen my channel. Look, I get this isn't my place to accept her apology. It's not for me. But I wanted to highlight some of the things that she had said here. At the very end, she said she's done waiting for a time to speak. This... I really do want to harp real quickly on how much I think Bachelor, the show, dropped the ball in getting this story out the second that they should have, which is as soon as the TikToks, the photos, they should have been on top of this. I'm not saying she wasn't wrong, but what I'm saying is I truly believe they wanted this conversation to happen after the final rose, which is the final episode of the show. They wanted this to be curated kind of in their world where they control the ratings and how much, Tide soap detergent they sell or whatever. This is something that Rachel, just couldn't hold on to any longer. She said, I'm done waiting for a time to speak. She says she wants to earn forgiveness and grace through future actions. She apologized last week, and people said, well, I'll accept your apology, but it's what you do moving forward. And she says that she was worried that it was going to be performative. Now, as we know, she posted that matcha tea photo the other day with this book in the background, and I wouldn't have known what this book was because it was super out of focus. You could barely see it, but the good people over at Reddit were like, oh yeah, it's a book by Emmanuel Acho, Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. I bought it because as I've been covering this story, I want to know what she's reading, and I do. Like she said, if you don't understand this, go on this journey with me. So gone are the moments where we wonder, was it right or wrong? Gone are the moments where we want to defend her because we're on this side or that side. That's a hard stop. That part of the discussion is over. We're moving forward. So very interesting of her saying she didn't want to post those things because she didn't want to come off as performative. She said I was hiding and trying to avoid being called performative, and that doesn't help. So she posted a few, she posted in her story right here a few of the reasons why of, who to follow, who she's following. By all means, screen grab this, Linese in the bottom there. I am Rachael Ricketts. Screen grab all these guys. Check your privilege. The Conscious Kid, Black Lives Matter. Speaking of racism, Black Coffee with White Friends. The following slides are helpful to those of you who don't understand how I've hurt people. This is what's important. Because we see something through the lens that we have, we think of that as the reality. I truly can't tell you what it must be like to be followed around through a 7-Eleven or a Walmart. I can't speak to a certain reality that other people have, but we kind of get comfortable in our life saying there's no problem. We all bleed red. We're all part of the US of A, and it just ain't there, folks. It's 2021, and we're just starting to have hard conversations. So that's an important thing. She here's an article she posted that's called "How I Confronted the Truth About My Fraternity's Racist History." I was once a member of a white supremacist organization. Sounds clickbaity, but is it untrue? That's an article that she wanted to share. Why the Confederate flag is racist. In this article, we'll talk about the historical, analytical, and societal reasons as to why the Confederate flag is racist, and then why your Native-inspired Halloween costumes devalue our indigenous cultures. Look, I think one of the problems that people have, and what got Chris Harrison in so much hot water, is that he talked about woke police, and everyone's trying to make everything wishy-washy and perfect, and that's just the wrong way to look at it. It's the wrong way to look at it as if, everyone's offended now. Well, as the majority, white people in our country being the majority, just statistically speaking, it's easy to go, everyone's offended, but we're, the good old boys, we get it. No, that's just not where we're at, guys. We're all about enlightenment. We're all about moving forward and respecting others. And that can be done in a way where you can still enjoy Halloween. It can be done in a way where you still, partake in college festivities or celebrate certain cultures. So do better in the sense that we look for the right way to celebrate things and not you guys know what I'm talking about here. And then the thing with Rachel is she doesn't pretend to have all the answers. She wants to use her platform that she says she doesn't deserve to amplify voices. I mean, truth be told, she's got a gigantic platform now. She's got 440,000 followers. I'm sure that's going to double. She's got a big platform. So this news came out while I was recording my live stream. So we played this video on my live stream, and the comments kept coming in. And, I actually wasn't planning on doing this, but let me play this one voicemail that I received from somebody in Maine. And they kind of talked about why this could be important for somebody like Rachel to talk about. Let me just play. I wasn't planning on doing this, but let me just play this voicemail. If anyone else wants to leave a voicemail, I can't always promise I'll get to all of them, but my voicemail number's right here. I play them at the live streams on Mondays and Thursdays. But let's just play this comment that was left after.
Woman, and I wanted to just say that although it
Sorry, I'm just going to go back to the beginning here.
Hi, my name is. I'm actually going to keep my name anonymous, but I am calling from Maine. I'm a Black woman, and I wanted to just say that although it is an issue we need to tackle together, as a society, as a nation, really, Black people have worked hard to get this issue sorted or draw attention to it, and it just doesn't work when we're oppressed and we're trying to draw attention to our oppression. It's the job of the people who created the system to dismantle it. So a white woman like Rachel, for example, is perfect for dismantling a system in which she benefits from. Same thing as you as a white man. You benefit from a system of privilege. So the people who benefit from that system are the only people who are able to fully dismantle that racist system. Thank you. Bye.
I loved that voicemail we just got about half an hour ago. I loved that voicemail because it's a collective. There's ways that Rachel can address people that are only going to listen to people that look like her. And she's asking people to go along with her on this journey. And now this is one of the reasons why I've always said, well, look, I don't think it's the best idea in the world to just flat fire Chris Harrison. I think it'd be a better idea if Chris Harrison looked like took advice from someone half his age to just get out there and start talking. Don't be afraid if you say something the wrong way, but just keep asking questions. Be curious, and just know that there's a large portion of our country that might not listen to Michael Strahan if he hosts the After the Final Rose, but they might listen to Chris Harrison and go along his journey of redemption. Do you guys know what I mean? So it's not about saying, we shouldn't, there should be consequences, of course. But I just think from a PR standpoint and from a communication standpoint, just like our caller said, it's going to be very important for us to know that you can't just be against racism. You have to be anti-racism. You have to actively take measures to talk about it through your platform. My platform is very humble in its size, not very large. Rachael Kirkconnell has a very large platform, but together, if everyone just has these types of conversations, very good things can come from it. So this isn't the be-all, end-all for Rachael Kirkconnell. She's had her apology statement, which Rachel Lindsay had actually said was done way better than Chris Harrison's. I think he can learn a lot from Rachel in this instance. But she's had her apology statement, and everyone said, well, what actions is she going to take moving forward? So then she addresses that right here, and we can't trust necessarily that she's going to take actions moving forward. That's on her to prove it to other people, and that's exactly what she said she's going to do. So she says, I'm going to step up and take accountability, and she's all about racial progress and unity, and this is very important. I'll end it on this. She said, I was thinking about this, and maybe this was a blessing in disguise. Maybe she can help wake a lot of people up. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. I know we're going to have tons of people within the Bachelor community chiming in about all of this. I just ask for everyone to be as respectful in the comment section as possible. I don't think the comment section is productive when people are name-calling or this or that. So please be as respectful as possible. And as Rachel had asked, don't defend her actions. Let's move forward, and maybe we can hope that this was a blessing in disguise. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.